No! 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 No!
What's going on, everybody? Sloth here. Hope you're having an awesome day. And this has been a really high requested video for me. Top 5 tips on how to beat Orochi. So I'm going to be laying out for you in this video. I hope you like that intro there. That is exactly how I feel when I see Orochi come up against me. So if you're the same, hopefully these tips are going to help you out and give you an easier time when you are facing up against this Japanese tyrant. Alright then guys, let's get into tip number 1. So, Orochi, as you all well know, likes to hack and slash. He's a very quick character. Now he has an ability called Zephyr Slash. This is when the character will spin left and right, continually hitting you until you are dead. You're all probably very familiar with it. Orochis love to spam it. So this move, what you need to make sure you're doing is not throwing out wild heavy attacks. He will counter you instantly when doing so. Also, you can block and you can parry this ability. That is what I'd recommend doing. Now, in terms of a follow-up from Zephyr Slash, most Orochis tend to go for a guard break. Now, I myself struggled with this for a very long time, so I did not know how to counter it. I felt like dodging backwards wasn't working. I felt like dodging to the side wasn't working. Blocking wasn't working. So what you have to do is, if you think they are going to go for a guard break, be ready to guard break the ability, or if you are a quick character, make sure you're ready to attack them, because you attacking them can cancel out that guard break, and that will work. Alrighty then, tip number 2 guys. Orochi has another ability called Lightning Strike. This is very similar to the Zephyr Slash, but it hits top. So he will hit you center when he does this ability. Now you need to look at his body positioning when he's going to perform this ability. He will kind of spin, and when that spin's happening, that usually means he's going to be attacking you from the top stance. You'll see it in the footage below. So when he performs this move, the best thing to do is block top, but also parry top. If you can parry it, make sure that you do. Now, in terms of follow-up from this, he will get some confirmed damage if he does connect with this move. He will get another light attack to the head. So try and make sure that when you are approaching Orochi, that you are blocking top stance, because if he does connect with this move, he's going to take a lot of damage. And also be very aware of the fact that he might follow up with another guard break. If so, be ready to counter guard break or attack him before he can attack you again. Do not try and dodge backwards, that will not work. Also, you may be able to block, it depends on what he's going to do. If he goes for a guard break, blocking's not going to work. If he goes for an attack, blocking is going to work. So you're going to have to decide what works for you and figure out what you think your opponent is going to do. Alright then guys, tip number 3, how to deal with Orochi's Storm Rush ability. For those of you that don't know, this is the move where Orochi will kind of crouch down like a little hobbit and will point his sword to either the left or the right of him. Now, depending on what side the sword is on, will be the side that he attacks you from. And then he will dash towards you and will attack you with that sword and will do a considerable amount of damage. Now, he can cancel this ability, but let's just say he's not going to. Make sure you always block towards the side that the sword is on. That's the side you're going to get hit from. Also, after he connects with that attack, I'm pretty sure he gets a free confirmed double light attack to the top. You know that chain I was talking about earlier, where he does 2 light attacks towards the head? I'm pretty sure he gets a confirm one of them. So you need to try and make sure that you are blocking this move every single time. Do not give him a chance to get in, because if once Orochi gets in, he's going to stay in your face, he's going to be mixing you up, and he's going to be really punishing you. So this is a really easy move to block because it is very telegraphed, so make sure you are blocking it. Depending on what side the sword is on, that is the side that you want to be blocking. Also, I believe you can parry this ability, so look out for that as well. Tip number 4 guys, do not throw out wild heavy attacks. Do not try your utmost best to not heavy attack Orochi unless you have him in a stun or a position where you're pretty sure your heavy attack will connect. Make sure you're feinting heavy attacks, baiting Orochi into attacking you, trying to parry your moves. The more you feint a heavy attack, the less easy it's going to be for Orochi to be able to block or dodge it. Because if you constantly feint heavy attacks, he's going to think, oh, hang on a second, I might not do my spinning attack because he's feinted these heavy attacks the last few times, and therefore when you don't feint it, and you go for an actual one, you've got more chance of connecting with it, rather than just throwing out normal heavy attacks. So if you throw out normal heavy attacks, Orochi's just going to do a Zephyr Slash, it's going to spin, it's going to dodge the ability, and it's going to connect with you with some decent damage, and then he's going to be in, and he's going to start putting some serious pressure on you, and that is a position you don't want to be in. So don't give him a chance to get in. You want to try and keep Orochi away at all times. So, when you are going for a heavy attack, try and guard break them so it is confirmed. Push them into an object so it is confirmed. or feint your heavy attacks quite often, so he never really knows which way you are going to go in terms of throwing out the heavy attack or feinting it. Make sure you're mixing up your game. So I'm telling you now, if you just constantly throw out heavy attacks, he's going to spin and dash you every time, and he's going to take you for a lot of damage. Do not give him that option. Alright then guys, tip number 5, making sure you are parrying Orochi's abilities. Parrying is a vital part of this game at this point. Not just for the fact that you can stop your enemies attacking and get some confirmed damage, but for the fact that it damages their stamina so much. And we all know when your stamina is down, you're in a very vulnerable position, and that's the exact position you want to put your opponent in, and Orochi's no exception for this. You can parry Orochi's Zephyr Slash. Yes, the move where he's spinning like a madman, left to right, non-stop. You can parry that, and you should make a solid effort if you do struggle against Orochi to parry it, because that means every time he goes for that ability, you can punish him for it. Every character has a different way of punishing and getting damage off a parry. I'm going to be using Valkyrie in the background when I do start showing the damage I'm doing, and she's fantastic for it. After a parry, Valkyrie can get an absolute ton of damage off because she's got a long CC chain. But every character is different, so find out for your character that you are playing how to get some damage off a parry, and make sure you are parrying as many of Orochi's attacks as you can. A good tip in order to bait Orochi into doing that Zephyr Slash: if you feint a heavy attack, most Orochis are going to think, alright, it's my cue, let's go and do the Zephyr Slash. And then you can cancel, you can feint your ability, he's going to go in for the Zephyr Slash, then you can parry him. So you can always force him to come to you, and then you can counteract him and deal some solid damage to him. So you can parry Zephyr Slash, you can parry his, goodness me, I forget what it's called now, but his Zephyr Slash that basically hits the top, the one I talked about in the second tip. It's gone out of my head, I can't remember what it is, I apologise. You can parry that ability, and you can just parry his heavy attacks in general. So please be aware of this and use it to your advantage every single time that you can. Now, I'd just like to give a big thank you for you guys watching this video. I hope this video helps some of you guys out that are struggling against Orochi. I know he can be a mighty son of a bitch, so I really hope this guide helps some of you guys out. Now, the video is going to be a little bit shorter than the guides usually are, because I feel like I ramble quite a lot. So I've tried to condense this video a bit more. So if you guys like the videos being a bit shorter, please let me know. If not, I'll send them back to how we used to do them before. But I'd like to thank you guys very much for watching, and have a great day.